Hey, YouTube, how are you guys tonight? Tonight, yep, you're not going to see my body, but you see my kitchen. I'm going to make a Keto's coconut flour mug bread. Now, I've been on the Keto's diet since July of last year, and I want to share this recipe with you. I've refined it. It comes out moist and yummy, because regardless of what diet you're on or what lifestyle you live, bread is an important part of life, pretty much. And if you start craving things like bread and sugar, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a chocolate mug cake as well in another video, but if you start craving those things and you don't take care of that craving, you're going to go off your lifestyle. And then you're going to come out of Keto's, and you're going to be mad because it's going to take you 2 weeks to get back into Keto's. So anyway, we're going to start out with further ado. 1 large egg. Throw that in there. Oops, need a fork. Okay, I beat as I go. So 1 large egg. I will also put this recipe down below. And then a dash of salt. Whoop, that was a little bit more than I really wanted. Oh well. I usually don't put that big of a dash, and I use Celtic gray salt. I don't use table salt. Then I always put in a secret ingredient. Yeah, I put in just a dash of apple cider vinegar, and I put that in along with baking soda because it helps it to rise. My mug breads will be a half a cup when I'm done mixing, but when it's done cooking, I'll have a whole cup. And then you want to put in 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And that's not going to mix real good at first, you guys. Don't stress, but try and get it mixed in. It's going to be a little clumpy. The baking soda will disperse. Now, right out of the hatch, we're going to put in our coconut flour. Coconut flour is very absorbent. I don't use just coconut flour in my recipe. You can, if you want coconut flour, you'll use 2 tablespoons. I use 1.5. And then I use a half of flax. You can also use selenium. I love the taste of the flax. It's flax meal. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. So we have 1 and just a half tablespoon of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of flax meal, and you want to stir that now. And the reason I put that in this soon is it gives it time for the coconut flour to absorb. Coconut flour is very absorbent. Unlike any other flours you use, you don't need a lot of it. That bag I've had almost a year since I have been on the Keto's diet. Even almond flour, if you use almond flour, and there are recipes for almond flour. Let me show you already how thick this is. So now you want to add 1 teaspoon of melted butter. You can use, 1 tablespoon. I'm going to put the recipe down below. 1 tablespoon of melted butter. You can use coconut oil. You can use bacon grease, bacon fat. You can use olive oil. You can use any oil that is permitted on the Keto's lifestyle. I prefer butter. I know you guys have had to have heard the phrase that butter makes your pants fall down. And it's true. Okay, the next ingredient we're going to add is heavy whipping cream. Okay? You want to add 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. If this is not at the consistency I want it, I will even add a tad bit more. Set that down, just so I can use it again. I'll end up spilling it. Tammy day. So anyway, just give that a good stir. It's a little thicker than I like it, so I'm going to add just a tad. I'm going to show you. Probably about another quarter of half a teaspoon. I'm going to mix that in. We're going to cook this right in the mug. You are going to cook this for 2 minutes in the microwave. This is the consistency I like. If it's anything drier than that, it will turn out gritty, gross. I remember the first time I ate this recipe and I didn't quite cook it right. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. I've already made 2 other batches of this, so I pre-make this up so I can have it with my eggs and bacon in the morning, or my eggs and sausage. I can have it with as toast. Tonight I had a friend of mine made me tuna and egg salad. You don't need this anymore. Anyway, tap it down. You can make sliders because you can have all the cheese and meat you want. So you can make sliders out of them. So anyway, I clean up the top of my cup just like this. You see? We're about a half a cup. We're going to cook this for 2 minutes in the microwave. 200. Throw that away. I will be doing a video on chocolate cake with cocoa. It's so yummy. I have so many shortcuts and so many things to help take care of the sweet tooth that we all suffer. And one of them, I'm going to give you a little hint, is sugar-free Jell-O and whipped topping. You can't beat it to beat a sweet tooth. I have other tricks that I'm going to show you. I lived the keto lifestyle and got sick from living in that other RV. Came off of it because when I'm sick, I just want comfort food, especially soups and chilies and stuff. And I started eating my ketos again about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. My body is in ketos. When your body gets into ketos, you're going to notice that you potty a lot. You're going to notice an odd taste in your mouth. But you're also going to notice a ton of energy. Because what ketos does is it burns your fat instead of storing it. I don't often recommend you guys to go to other channels, but there is a gentleman on YouTube. His channel is Butter Makes Your Pants Fall Down. I love that guy. Anyhow, go see him. He explains in detail about why some of us have an issue eating carbs and gaining weight. It has to do with blood sugar. Not that you have diabetes or anything. Some of us can eat carbs and it stores it instead of making it into energy. When kids are playing football or any kind of sports, you feed them carbs for energy. Well, those of us who have this issue, our bodies store it instead. Anyway, see what the extra vinegar did? It brought that all the way up to the top. Just pop that right out of your cup. It's going to be hot. And then you simply turn it over. It's just like bread, you guys. and slice it. This is very hot, but I'm going to slice it up for you anyway to show you. Woo. Can you see that? Isn't that delicious? Doesn't that look amazing? And I'm telling you, it is delicious. And I'm not just saying that. This doesn't taste eggy. It's like not like that egg bread stuff where you just use egg whites, cream cheese, and cloud bread I think it's called. I can't stand it. Anyway, there you go. Now I'm going to go over here and get a piece that I recently did. Again, this is light and fluffy. It's delicious. Here is a piece I made from one of my other batches. And what I'm going to do is, butter makes my pants fall down, so I'm going to actually get a little butter here, you guys. Spread it on there. It's really good. That's really good. What I'll do with this after it cools down is I will take it and put it in a baggie and put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll have bread in the morning or whenever I want it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will put the recipe down below. Remember to love yourself, because if you don't love you, nobody's going to love you. And I'll come back in a few days and I'll make chocolate cake in a mug. Keto style. Bye-bye.